Okay, so here is our nice little table. We're gonna fill it in. I'm gonna say them out loud so that you can hear everything because it's good to hear and see everything. So in the nominative and the masculine, we have der, die, das, and die. Remember, when we get into the accusative, der changes to den. And nothing else changes after that. When we get into the dative, though, this is where things get different and things all completely change. You may have this in your notes, but it's good to review. So you might want to take out a piece of paper right now and write this stuff down with me. In the dative, der changes to dame with an M. Die changes to der. Das changes to dame. And die changes to dane. This is why I make you guys put the genders of your nouns on your vocabulary. Because notice, der is now feminine. And we have this new dame in here, right? Something completely different. If you don't know the gender of your vocabulary, then you won't be able to understand anything. So that's why I make you guys practice the gender. So let's talk about how we use the dative in a sentence. When you are stating where something is located, you have to use one of our 9 prepositions. And in the last video, we went over the 9 location prepositions. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use those and when to use the dative. So, say for example, you are looking at a house or you're looking at your house midterm and you want to say that the sofa is in the living room. You have to know what the gender of the sofa is, and you have to know what the gender of the living room is. So, sofa is das Sofa. And because we're saying it is, we're just going to say ist. And if we're saying that it is in the living room, in. And then the Wohnzimmer. Now, normally, Wohnzimmer is neutral, das Wohnzimmer. But because we have this in here, we have to use the dative. So, looking at our table that we have, we know that a neuter item in the dative is going to be dame. So, in dame Wohnzimmer. Das Sofa ist in dem Wohnzimmer. This works for any of the other words that we want to say. So, for example, the pillows are on top of the couch. Let me erase this real fast. The pillows, we know that the pillows are die Kissen. And because we are talking about multiple pillows, we are not going to use ist, we are going to use sind. So, die Kissen sind. And they are on top of the couch, so you have to choose. Is it going to be auf or on? Because these pillows are not hanging on a wall, we are going to use auf. Auf dame, because remember, sofa is neuter, so a neuter word in the dative is dame sofa. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what about masculine words? Well, let's talk about that. Say, for example, the shower is near, or no, the toilet is next to the shower. So 2 feminine words. Die Toilette ist neben der, because die Dusche normally would be feminine, but when we put it into the dative, it's der. So neben der Dusche. Die Toilette ist neben der Dusche. What about a masculine word, you say? Well, we've got that too. If I wanted to say that the chair is in the garden, der Stuhl, another masculine word, ist in dem, because it's a masculine word. In the dative, it changes to dem. In dem Garten. So, that's how our dative works. If you use any of our location prepositions, auf, neben, unter, zwischen, vor, hinter, an, über, unter, I think I've said unter already, but if you use any of those, the word that immediately follows it has to be in the dative. No ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be in the dative, okay? So, there is your nice refresher, and hopefully this helps you on your house midterm. Tschüss.